Okay. So we'll go ahead with the next question. Now, basically in this question, we have to transpose the matrix will become the second column. Okay. So this is what transpose means. So let us see what will form from this array. So yeah, I guess guys, it is pretty simple. Can you guys please go ahead and write the code for this so that we don't return anything? We just update the given input only. So this is what we are doing here. So is this question clear? So guys, can everyone tell me give me the time complexity for this? What should be the time complexity for this question? Okay. So we'll go ahead with the next question. Now, basically in this question, we have to transpose the matrix. Very popular. I think most of you are from computer science, not even computer science, but it means I think most of our from engineering background. So we know we have studied transpose and all in maths and all. So transpose the matrix. This is the question. The same meaning that we have. Let me make explain what do you mean by transpose. So if you are given a matrix with array elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If let's say these are the array elements for 2D array. So the transpose means we can say the very first row will become the very first column. Whatever elements in the first row will move to the elements in the first column. This is what a transpose means. Similarly, the second row will become the second column. Okay. So this is what transpose means. So let us see what will form from this array. We are talking about this first row. This will become the first column. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. The second row will become the second column, correct? So it will be 5, 6, 7, 8. The third row will be third column. So it will be 9, 10, 11, 12. The fourth row will be fourth column. So it will be 13, 14, 15, 16. So this will be a final result array. If someone gives you an array and asks you to find a transpose of it, you have to give this as an answer. So yeah, I guess guys, it is pretty simple. Can you guys please go ahead and write the code for this? So yeah, so it is very straightforward what we need to do. So leaving the diagonal, let's talk about this element. What happens? Okay, for this element, what happens? What is the index of this? It is 0, 3. What is the index of this? It is 3, 0. So we have to move from index 0, t to 3, 0. Let's take some other example. Index of this is, we can say 2, with 0, 1, 2, and then again 0, 1, 2, 2, because this is a diagonal. So for diagonal, it will be same for sure. Diagonal, it will be 2, 2 only. If we talk about this 10, what is for this 10? 10 is at 2, 1. And where it is here it is here. At index 1, 2. So can you guys see a pattern here? Pattern is very straightforward. Like whatever is the value at the ith element is now the value at jth element. So we can say it is 2, 1. For this 2, 1, we have in the another array 1, 2. For this 2, 2, we have 2, 2. For this 0, 3, we have 3, 0. Correct. So what we want to do? We want to replace the ij with ji. We just need to replace interchange the values. This is only what we have to do. Okay. So let us go ahead with the code. It will take two things, not two, but let's say take only one thing, the matrix. And this matrix, as I mentioned, will be of size m cross n. So let's say m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. Okay. Now what happens now is we check int 10 and we use here a temporary array, and the size of temporary array is again going to be let's say, or let's do one thing, like this is going to be transpose. The transpose normally is done on a matrix, which is square matrix. So let's consider it as n cross n matrix only. In that case, we will define our temporary array also of size n cross n. Okay. Once we define a temporary array of size n cross n, what we have to do is that we have to assign the values. We'll start a for loop. Let's go from I equal to 0. It goes till n. We do I plus plus. Then one more for loop, or first, let's open the bracket. One more for loop. It says int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. Again, the bracket opens. You have to keep in temporary array the values of I and j at j and I. Correct. So let's keep something like this. Values here will be in the matrix j and I. Cool. This is what values we want to keep. Now, let's say we have created a temporary array and we have got whatever we desire as an answer in a temporary array. Now, we have to put the value in the same array. We cannot just return the temporary array itself. So we want to put the value. So let's say what we want to do is let's put all the values of temporary array into a main array. So again, the same thing what we have done above, like we're going to do from 0 to n do I plus plus. Then again a loop for loop for int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. Why we're running this another two for loops? Because we have to, now we have put all the interchange positions in the temporary array. We have to put it back in our array. So now our matrix ij will be similar to what we have kept in temporary ij. Correct. So it will be temp I j. Cool. Makes sense. Now this is our logic. Let me close the loop for this as well. Okay. So let us see. So very straightforward. We are using here a temporary array in this part, and we are putting all the values of I comma j to j comma I, and here we are putting the values back in the same array so that we don't return anything. We just update the given input only. So this is what we are doing here. So is this question clear? So guys, can everyone tell me the give me the time complexity for this? What should be the time complexity for this question? And sorry, what I want along with time complexity is the space complexity also. So give both of them, time and space. Space complexity is, let's say, number of rows is n and number of columns are also n. Okay, it is not n cross n. It's, let's say, it's a square matrix where the number of rows and number of columns are same. In that case, time complexity is big of n square.
Yeah.
And space complexity is also big of n square. Why? Because we are using a temporary array of size n cross n.
Right.
Yeah, normally you use an array, so it is of big of n, but since this is a 2D array, so it is always going to be n square.